Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to do another one of these videos where I talk extensively about one of these arc or saga categories that is in Dokkan. Now, I have mentioned several times that these are pretty much my favorite categories in the game. These, sort of saga categories. It allows for very interesting diversity, and just, seeing all the characters from the saga together is just something I really, really do like, right? Now, the Android/Cell saga is in kind of a tricky place. I just feel as though there's a lot more that can be done with this team to make it a lot better. There's a lot of, different versions of characters who aren't really properly represented on this team. And all in all, I just think that there's a lot that can be done, right? So, for starters, one thing that hurts this category a little bit is that some big-time guns, Mecha Frieza and King Cold, as well as this Android 18 is pretty solid. And then, of course, this Krillin right here. All three of these units are very good, but they're very difficult to get rainbowed because they all take the Battlefield currency. And there's just so many good units available from Battlefield. It's just like, they just flood that over and over and over and don't make it very difficult to, rainbow them all. So, a little bit of an issue there. Now, again, 77 characters is what we've got right here. Keep in mind that this does include a lot of the future characters, right? So, like, future Gohan is on here. The future Android 17 and 18 are also on here, right? As well as all the different versions of Trunks and stuff from that portion. So, like, one of the big things we're going to get to later on is, I think, a first form Cell. A first form Cell from his fight with this Trunks right here is like a big thing that they should add, right? And especially I think that first form Cell, we do have this Prime Battle Cell, but, this one is not on the future category, right? And they could give us a Cell that fights this Trunks specifically, who would be on the future category. I think that would be a really, really good idea. And then maybe make that Cell not on Time Travelers as a result, which a lot of these other, cells are, right? So that would be very cool. Now, again, as far as the category is right now, it's okay. It is very Saiyan heavy. Like, a lot of the best units are, pretty much just Saiyans. You do have a lot of really good Cell units on here. But, like, this Cell as the leader just does not mesh very well with a lot of the other Saiyans. Like, this Gohan, I don't know, the future Gohan there, this future Gohan right here, like, doesn't really mesh well with a lot of them, right? So, just releasing a lot of, I think, big guns would be very good for this category team. One thing that is nice, I should point out, is the 50% support Tien is there. So that makes him, like, there's not many, like, Z fighters of, like, Tien and Yamcha, Chaozu's caliber like that. They're actually super good. And this Tien is one of them, right? So any super tech units on this category right here are going to get dramatically buffed. Unfortunately, right now, it's not a lot, right? So, hopefully some of these big gun ideas I have, some of them could be super tech, which I think would really, really dramatically strengthen this category. So let's go ahead and take a look, right? I've got, as you guys can see, I've got a million tabs up here. I've got a lot of ideas for units that should be added to the team. Oh, actually, I don't have a Hercule or a Mr. Satan, but I think a TUR version of him from, some point, maybe Mr. Satan and Android 16 card where it's just Android 16's head or something like that. Could be very interesting. So for starters, we need this Bulma right here. The Afro version of Bulma. Honestly, we need the other version of Bulma as well. I do have a picture of her too, but like there needs to be more Bulma cards. Like Bulma has such a huge impact on the series, that she does need more cards than just the kid Bulma cards, right? Now Gohan does put on his, the Saiyan armor that he was wearing on the fight with Frieza in Namek. He does wear this at the beginning of the arc when Trunks shows up. So honestly, we need two versions of this kid Gohan right here. We need one for the Planet Namek saga and then one for the Android/Cell saga. Gohan, they could easily make this guy like a banner character, alongside, one of my biggest ideas, like a transforming Trunks, I think, from the fight with Mecha Frieza. That's something that they really need. Like, that Trunks definitely deserves to have a Dokkan Festival exclusive, right? So hopefully we could see that. And I think this Gohan would make for a good banner unit to arrive on that banner. Mecha Frieza. Now, what's funny is, when I'm recording this, I'm going to try and put this up quickly because we are going to get a data download, maybe tomorrow or something like that. And Mecha Frieza is actually the next World Tournament reward card on JP. I assume he's probably going to be one of these support type units. You'd give 20% attack, 10% defense to Wicked Bloodline, and then maybe 20% attack, 10% defense to Transformation Boost or something like that, right? Probably what Mecha Frieza's abilities are going to be. But I almost this guy to me, I feel like could be a borderline Dokkan Festival exclusive as well. At the very least, I think he definitely could be again a banner card on the aforementioned Trunks banner that I would like to see. But a very, very powerful Mecha Frieza card is something that we really could use. Because the Wicked Bloodline category has only got so many characters on it. So, making this guy a Dokkan Fest exclusive or something like that would be really good. Obviously, Mecha Frieza and King Cold, the LR is really good. But, we need individual versions of these characters as well. Both Mecha Frieza and King Cold. King Cold doesn't do a whole hell of a lot. But, they very easily could make him, I don't know, a Wicked Bloodline support type category character. 2 key, 40% attack and defense to Wicked Bloodline or something like that. I feel like that would make a lot of sense. I mean, that sort of does fulfill the role that King Cold was, taking at that point, right? So I think that could be cool. Then, of course, again, this is one of the big things. This Trunks right here is just 100%. This, it's just such an iconic moment, right? The second Super Saiyan, he shows up out of nowhere. I could only imagine how insane it must have been, reading the manga, back, I mean, this, I imagine the manga chapter with Trunks actually was still in the 80s, I think. The Android / Cell saga was, right around, 89, 90, 91, I think, in that range. So, it was so long ago, but, just when this was in, Shonen Jump, Trunks showing up out of nowhere as a Super Saiyan had to have just been, the most insane shit ever back then, right? And, I mean, this is just so clearly a Dokkan Fest moment, and, this unit could be so good. By making him a transforming card, base form, you also ensure that LR Trunks is not replaced, right? I mean, it wouldn't be the biggest deal, because LR Trunks, has aged a bit. He's still very good. Wouldn't be the biggest deal, but at the very least, we already have a really good version of that Trunks right there, and then, the two Trunkses paired together would be awesome, right? So, we've got to get a Dokkan Fest exclusive version of this character right here. Definitely needs to be done. Now, many of the Z fighters from that section, I think, need better cards. We know that pink shirt Vegeta and then the bowl cut Yamcha right there. I mean, Yamcha's pretty far in the background there. But those two, those are the only times those two characters are in those specific outfits. And, I mean, at the very least, giving awakenings to these two characters, I think, could be a really good idea. I do have Pink Shirt Vegeta Rainbowed. Funny enough, I've never actually done the Rainbow video on him, but I do have Pink Shirt Vegeta Rainbowed. I've had him Rainbowed for a long time. And then, of course, in case, global players, you guys are going to be able to have access to Pink Shirt Vegeta when the 5-year anniversary arrives. But, during the 5-year anniversary, I was able to pick up Bowl Cut Yamcha as well. I think these cards getting awakenings and actually being turned into usable cards would be very good. This Yamcha's, an Earthling category character, worthy rival, Android / Cell Saga. It could be good for these characters to actually be a little bit better than complete trash fodder. So that would be cool, right? And then, of course, Armor Gohan there. This Tien, we do not have a card for this Tien right here, with just, his white shirt right there. So you could release another version of him. Just stuff I would like to see. Now, they could definitely do something. I think I have another one with this. Yeah, okay. They could definitely do something with these two as well. This is from Vegeta's Dream, where they sort of taunt him. I think these two could be a card itself, Goku and Trunks. Potentially, they could be an exchange character, something like that. They have their little brawl here. Now, this Goku in the Yardrat outfit, we did just recently get him, right? But, I mean, he's just only a very mediocre free-to-play unit. I mean, he's interesting, right? But where is he? Here he is, right here. His art is also pretty bad. That's another issue. I mean, he's okay, but, I don't know. I feel like they could do a little bit better. We could get, a base form version of this Yardrat Goku, maybe. Maybe he's a transforming character. I don't know. They could do a lot of things, but that could be a good idea. So we'll see with either of those two. Again, an exchange mechanic is possible. A dual character is possible. A lot of ideas there. Then, of course, come on. Come on. We need this. The driving school Piccolo and Goku. I mean, Dokkan, do I have to do y'all job for you? Please, come on. Just do it. I don't know if this is April Fool's Day or what, But like these two, like this Piccolo, you know how excited people would be? Like, come on, just stop playing with me. Like, if their super attack could be them driving the car terribly, it would just be so good. It would be it would be so great. Okay, so again, this version of Bulma we also need, and then there's also this Yamcha right here. Now, this Yamcha is actually already technically in the game, but he's a rare. All right, this Goku I think is unobtainable, right? This one right here. I think this is a boss only. Oh, he was a V jump code. Interesting. Okay, I actually did not know that. I know you could fight this guy in the Trunks Super Strike. But you know, I don't know. Making a new version of him, you know, wouldn't be the worst idea, I suppose. But this Yamcha, like, we need better than a rare, you know, obviously, you know, Yamcha just needs better cards in general. For real, he does. He's around for so long. It's just not fair that he just gets nothing, right? 19 and 20 should be an LR. They should also have individual cards. I don't think that they're worthy of a Dokkan Fest exclusive or a summonable LR, but I mean, this seems like a Battlefield LR or like a World Tournament LR or something along those lines, right? I think very easily 19 and 20 should be an LR. It would be good for like Artificial Life Form. Maybe they wouldn't be on Artificial Life Form because of 20, but they could be, right? You know, they could be on Artificial Life Form, Android category, a couple different categories like that. I just think it's definitely something that needs to be done. They need a dual card, and they also need like individual versions of them as well. Also, you know, here we go, Android 20. I mean, you know, this was a pretty iconic moment, I felt like. You know, back in the day, like, I remember when I was like 9 watching Dragon Ball, like, this, you know, was pretty insane. So, I definitely would like to see like a good version of Dr. Gero / Android 20. Could easily be a banner unit, something like that. Now, this Vegeta right here. I think this needs to be a Dokkan Festival exclusive as well. A base form Vegeta that transforms into Super Saiyan. Now, we do already have Prime Battle LR Vegeta. You know, that is the exact moment. I mean, you guys could see, like, it's the same scene, right? But Prime Battle Vegeta is only okay. I mean, hey, you could give him an easy A. Sure, that would be fine. But I don't know. He is new enough. I mean, his art is so good. Super attack animations and stuff look good. But, like, you know, they could do a base form transforming version of this Vegeta. Exactly the same. Like, you know, we have an LR for that Vegeta. We have an LR for that Trunks. Just give us base form transforming versions of those characters. Make them Dokkan Fest exclusives. And boom, there we go. Plus, Super Saiyan Vegeta does not actually have a Dokkan Fest event right now. Neither does that Super Saiyan Trunks. So this would be 2 brand new events, which is good. Also, I will point out that base form Vegeta is not exactly stacked either. So, you know, there's no issue with doing this, right? You know, this LR doesn't really count, you know, the exchange Vegeta and Nappa. Scouter Vegeta is awesome. You know, he's a Planet Namek Saga category character, however. This Vegeta is awesome, but he's a scout, you know, he's from the Saiyan Saga. You know, then we got this Buu Saga Vegeta right here. You know, so easily they could do that, right? Then, of course, there's also this, you know, movie hero version. And then, of course, this is the Super Vegeta that is on the Android / Cell Saga team, but he's just an SSR, right? So, like, a base form Vegeta, yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Let's just do that. Let's not even play around, right? All right, continuing on. Definitely need that Vegeta. Okay, so this Gohan right here needs a card. He, mysteriously, this version of Gohan is just not in the game at all. Like, there's actually no card of this Gohan in the game. It's bizarre. It's like the Vegeta that fights Frieza on Namek. There's just no version of him in the game whatsoever. It's the same thing with this Gohan. There literally is no version of this Gohan. He does not fight. Besides, you know, like, well, no, actually, yeah, in this outfit, he doesn't fight at all, right? There's no fights he participates in. Because, yeah, by the time he gets ready to do fighting, it's training in the time chamber, but he switches into the Saiyan armor. So, you know, I mean, I guess that's why this Gohan's not a card, but, I mean, they could still make him a card, right? And then, of course, Yajirobe. You know, he can give us a Yajirobe as well, just to buff up the category. You know, there's so many, like, free-to-play options and stuff like that. Now, this is a vision that Trunks has, but really, I think future Android 17 and future Android 18 very easily, I think, could be a Dokkan Fest exclusive. I think that'd be an interesting idea, like a dual unit like that. It would be good. It would be a nice buff for the future category team, you know, Android / Cell Saga. I think it would be important, right? Because a lot of categories now are sort of building up Super and Extreme to be sort of different. And, that would be a really good way to do it, right? Give us a super powerful Dokkan Fest exclusive of the two of them at the same time. I think that would work really well on the Android/Cell Saga team, with Cell as the leader. So I would like to see that. I think that could be a good Dokkan Fest exclusive. Then, of course, this is another Trunks. This is Trunks explaining them for the first time. We could see that. Android 16. Now, Android 16, got the worst designed card of all time, unfortunately, with, where is he? This attack is pretty low. This one right here. But the important thing to note, this is actually Android 16 specifically from the Cell games after Second Form Cell destroys half of his head, and then he's repaired by Bulma and Bulma's father. Notice how he gets the Capsule Corp. They slap the Capsule Corp logo over the Red Ribbon Army logo. So they easily could give us... This is also... Yeah, this Android 16 is super class as well, right? Let me just double check, but I believe that Android 16, yeah, he is super class. Yep. So they very easily, right, could make this Android 16 a character. I mean, the version of him that fights First Form Cell, right? And then he could get, whatchamacallit? He could be an extreme class character. Like, again, I'm just doing Akatsuki's job for them. Like, it's very simple to do this, That would give us another android. He'd be an artificial life form. Android has Cell Saga. Like, all these teams that need buffs anyway. Kami needs a card for sure. We have the one Kami card from that's on the Dragon Ball Saga team, but we could use another Kami. They might be hesitant to release too many Namekians because Dokkan Fest Piccolo is just too good, but, I mean, that's just stupid. Asinine. Give us a Kami. Just give us another one, please. Okay, so Dokkan Fest Piccolo is basically the Piccolo from his fight with 17. It's, sort of a... Well, I mean, because his first super attack non-transformed is from his fight with Dr. Gero, right? Android 20. Then his transformed version is from his fight with 17. He also does fight First Form Cell in the Android/Cell Saga, but I think this 17, you could give us that, like, a really good version of that 17 from his fight with Piccolo. Now, they did give Easy A's to these two, and they're incredibly good, but they are designed around working with each other. So you could release another 17 and 18 that aren't specifically designed around working with each other. And then that 17 could be very interesting, right? Now, this... I mean, again, like, what are they doing? Give us Final Flash Super Vegeta. Now, here, this Dokkan Fest exclusive, or this is LR. Easy. Yeah, I mean, and again, like, they could give us transforming base form Vegeta into Super Saiyan Vegeta. Then in the future, they could do another Dokkan Festival exclusive of just a standalone Super Vegeta card. Or they potentially could do him as a summonable LR. Either would work. He would sell. This is a top grossing character right here. Final Flash Vegeta. Like, this is a top grossing character. So, I mean, they have to do it, right? I mean, he would be on full power. Android has Cell Saga, Super Saiyan, like, Vegeta family. He'd be a buff for so many teams. Like, please do it. This Gohan right here, I mean, we need many versions of this armor Kid Gohan. We do have one version of him as a standalone card in game. He's actually going to be coming up on a Awakening soonish, right? So, a couple of World Tournaments from now, this guy is going to be getting a Dokkan Awakening. This is him, obviously, from before he goes Super Saiyan for the first time. Because instantly when he goes Super Saiyan for the first time, this is what he does. And then Goku immediately cuts his hair. And the next time we see Gohan, he has short hair again. I think this Super Saiyan version of Gohan with the long hair in the Saiyan armor, that's, like, never been, like, a character ever in any Dragon Ball game, I don't think. So, like, that would be cool, right? And then, of course, we also need short-haired version of Armor Gohan base form as well as Super Saiyan. One point I would like to make about that, too, if I pull up Gohan, is they do sort of differentiate Kid Gohan and sort of, like, what do they call it? Like, adolescent Gohan by basically... Oh, youth right there. They sort of differentiate it by him being in the time chamber with Goku, right? Like, he does age up a little bit, he gets a little bit taller. So, like, that first Gohan I said that is not in the game at all from the Android/Cell Saga, I think he would probably be a Gohan Kid. I think the Armor Gohans would be Gohan Youth, right? So, like, that would be interesting to see. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe they would just count the... See, because, like, this Gohan is, like, these two are different. Like, I almost feel like this Gohan should be moved to Gohan Kid, and then again, Gohan Youth should be just him post Time Chamber. I do also think this could eventually be a Dokkan Fest exclusive for this character, and he could transform up to Super Saiyan 2. There's still a lot of options with Gohan. Remember, Gohan is a big-time seller, so do expect to see a lot of stuff like that, right? Okay. Now, this is just bizarre. This ponytail Super Saiyan version of Trunks is not in the game. I don't understand. There's no version of ponytail Super Saiyan Trunks in the game. All we have is Super Trunks, where his ponytail explodes and his hair gets way more spiky. We could use this Trunks, and then they also could give us Super Trunks as well. I don't know that Super Trunks is quite worthy of a Dokkan Festival exclusive or an LR, but Super Trunks, at the very least, they could do Super Vegeta as a Dokkan Fest exclusive, and then maybe Super Trunks would be the banner unit alongside him. I think that would be good, because despite the fact that Super Trunks, for a split second, it's built up like Trunks is going to be the savior, right? And then, it does for a little bit seem as though he's, stronger than Cell, like he could win. But, like, Super Trunks is not good. Like, this guy's okay, World Tournament Reward card. Then these two, could get easy A's, but they would easy A from the Int Spirit Bomb Sword Rage Trunks easy A, and that just came out. So they're like a year off. So, obviously they'd be pretty good after their easy A, but, we'll see. Yep, Kid Gohan, talked about him. He needs a card. Super Trunks, of course, again, needs a version as well. Ooh, boy. Again, getting back to me doing Akatsuki's job for them. Why is this not a summonable LR? Trunks and Future Gohan? Like, please. I feel like this is another top grossing card right here. I don't know. Maybe Future Gohan's not as popular, but I just really think this would be a good card. For Joined Forces, Hybrid Saiyans, Future, all these teams, Android/Cell Saga, this would be really nice to have. The two of them together, they'd probably work really well with all the Trunks cards. They'd work really well with that Int Future Gohan. It would be really cool. Actually, let me double check. The way Int Future Gohan, the way he's written, would that LR allow him to transform? I believe so, right? Let me read the way this is written. An ally whose name includes Trunks, not Kid or GT. So I believe that would work. Well, the Trunks... Hold on. I have to see what they call this Trunks right here. Okay, so there's Kid. Well, they call it Youth, don't they? Yeah, I think they call it... Yeah, Trunks Youth Future. This is... So it would be, like Super Saiyan Gohan Future, and then it would be Trunks Youth Future. This is the Trunks that would be part of the card, right? So, okay. So that would actually allow Future Gohan to transform, which means, yes, that would be very good to have. Okay, now, this could very easily be an exchange card. I think this Goku and Gohan, this episode was very well drawn, by the way, but this could be a very, very, very interesting card. An exchange Goku and Gohan. Again, this stuff is super basic, right? Like, the only thing is, I guess, that idea, they would have the same name as this. Yeah, because that would be Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Gohan Youth. They would have the same name, actually. They still could do it, but I wouldn't like to see that card replaced. This could be a dual unit then. It could be Gohan and Goku. Because, this is Gohan / Goku, right? So we could just have this be a dual unit instead. I think that would be fine. Come on. It's very stupid that Dende has no cards. Nothing. He should have one for the Namek Saga, Android/Cell Saga, and the Buu Saga. Because he's there for all three. Like, Namek Saga and Buu Saga, he's there the whole time, right? Android/Cell Saga, I guess you could say his role is probably biggest in the Android/Cell Saga, reviving Shenron. But, he does do a lot in the Planet Namek Saga as well. But, like, we need a Dende for all these sagas. And, like, at the very least, if they're not going to give us Kami, giving us a Dende for the Android/Cell Saga would allow Piccolo to transform again. So, please, Dende. We need it. Cyborg Tao, they could just do this for shits and giggles, right? He does appear in the filler. Just release him, just another character to add to the category. Now, this Goku, is this... Okay, the next is Seljin. Okay. This Goku. I think I have another version of Bye Guy. I have Bye Guy's Goku somewhere in here. But, like, we really thought either this guy, instant transmission Kamehameha Goku, or Bye Guys Goku is going to be an LR. Like, really, we thought that was about to happen. It still could, because there's unused art for this Goku. They don't just do that. I do think we're going to get, like, an LR specifically of this Goku from the Cell games. I mean, he could be both instant transmission Kamehameha and Bye Guys. I don't know. Maybe... I don't know. Maybe the Bye Guys thing could be like a super attack counter or something like that. I don't know. Maybe he'd be like an exchange unit. So, like, if he eats a super attack, like if a super attack is shot at him, you will avoid the attack and then you'll exchange into Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Like, that would be sick, right? Like, that would be really cool. Like, if you put him in a slot and he's gonna eat a super attack, you'll exchange into Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Then that would be... Oh my god. That would be an awesome card. So, like, there's a lot of stuff they could do with that, of course, right? Cell Jr. is just... It's very annoying what they did with Cell Jr., right? So, they gave us a Cell Jr. card, who's good. I believe Cell Jr. is optimal on the Android/Cell Saga. I'd have to double check. Cell Jr. was optimal on one of these teams. Artificial Life Form... or Android/Cell Saga. I would have to double check again, but I did see it on the subreddit before. The Cell Jr. card is pretty good. Now, specifically, this card is called Cell Jr., right? Despite the fact that all 7 of them are on the card art, and most of them appear in the super attack, and they use the Kamehameha in the super attack, they are not on Joint Forces. The name is just Cell Jr., and they're also not on the Kamehameha category team. So this was just a super frustrating card when it released, right? They could do so many different things, right? You could release all 7 Cell Juniors individually, like they did with the Metal Coolers, right? You could, like, Cell Junior 1, 2, like, all the way up to 7, make them free-to-play units. Do a Cell Juniors card, like, all that stuff. It just, like, the Cell Juniors kicked so much ass that they just deserve better, right? Like, Vegeta shoots the final flash at a Cell Jr. and he just, like, blocks it and laughs at him. Like, they're destroying everyone. Like, come on. The Cell Juniors need more. Like, they got a good card, but we need more than what we got. Now, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, he's actually aging pretty well. I would argue that this Gohan is probably the most valuable unit in the game at this moment. Like, he's good everywhere. He is on the most category teams in the game. He's just super, super good. What equipment do I have on him? A level 3 attack. Okay. He's just super, super good, right? And when he transforms into Super Saiyan 2, he's awesome. I mean, I would still be okay. Just give us, you can give us a standalone version of him. He could replace this guy. I know he got his super attack revamp and stuff like that. He's awesome. He's a summonable LR. Just replace him. It's been years. Give us a new Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, make him the best unit in the game. Please. I still am begging. I just wish so much that he can have even a limited time of reign as the best character in the game. I would just love it. This Gohan, this is like damn near the pinnacle of Dragon Ball for me personally. He deserves to be the best. It's just how it is. Yep, bye guys. I mean, we already went over it. He needs it. Okay, so in the final episode where they're fighting Cell, right? This is anime filler only. When Piccolo, Tien, Yamcha, and Krillin start attacking Cell. In the manga, only Vegeta attacks Cell, and then, he distracts him just enough to where Gohan is able to just, sort of find himself. Goku's like, Gohan, please, can we finish this? You've got the power. Stop being like this. Gohan blows Cell away, all that, blah, 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 blah. In the anime, they add, these guys shooting blasts. You could easily make this an LR. It could be Piccolo, Tien, Yamcha, Krillin, and Vegeta as the LR or something like that. It'd be good for like a Z fighter category. It could be cool. Maybe they give like a support type buff to Super Saiyan 2 Gohan by like 100%. Like what? Imagine if they did that. They gave Super Saiyan 2 Gohan specifically a 100% attack buff or something insane. Like how crazy would that be? Like I think that'd be cool. I'd totally be cool with that. But like they should make this a card really. Now so when Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, that, the LR, when he does the final attack, the AGL transforming one, and, you finish a phase off, this Gohan, that is sort of like a, windscreen, right? But I do feel as though, this almost could be like some sort of card as well. This Gohan right here, after he wins. Not much left. Also, Angel Goku. I feel like giving us an Angel Goku from the Android Cell Saga would be good as well. And then finally, again, first form Cell that fights this Trunks. Because there's no cells in the future category, which is stupid because first form Cell does terrorize the future quite a bit, right? Like he kills one version of future Trunks, then he loses to this future Trunks, so like that's something they should do. I guess I should point out there also isn't really a base form Goku in here, huh? No, there's not. So, I mean, they could do something with base form Goku. I mean, looking through it like that, I feel like I got through most of what needs to be added to this category, right? Like pretty much everything I listed there is everything we need. The category is okay right now, but unfortunately okay is really all I would give it. I do think it needs to be better. There are some easy things that could happen. Like this unit definitely could get an LR EZA. The ridiculously stacked Android 18 easily could give this unit an EZA, and they could be very, very interesting. They're not on future, right? No, they're not. What equipment did I give them? I gave them level... Okay. Oh, because I probably didn't give them... Yeah, because this is before I gave 3 dodge and everything. So I actually gave them a level 3 dodge equipment, so they have 3 dodge. That's funny. Okay, but yeah, they could get an EZA. There's other units here that could get EZAs or something like that. Like, we do have this Super Vegeta, but he's just not good enough. He deserves an LR, right? This specifically would be, again, the Dokkan Fest exclusive that I was talking about. I think second form Cell's kind of in an okay spot with the 50% support. I feel like first form Cell's probably pretty good. You can give a transforming Cell. Like, he would transform every single turn, absorb the androids and stuff like that. Like, I think we'll definitely see that at some point. But that pretty much covers it. Despite the fact that there's already, I've got 77 characters for this category, I still feel as though a lot more could be added to it, and we could get a much better version of this category. So, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.